Hey, fam. So, thank you so much for tuning in today. I am out here on the cliff at the Exodus house. If you have been watching JoJo and I's journey for over these past 3 years, you always hear me shout out people when they come into the chats or when they leave me a message. And one of those persons who've been watching from the very, very, very beginning, Ninja Gal, is here. And you always hear me bring up Ninja Gal from the beginning, right? And she is here with me in Tanzania, here with me at the Exodus house. And I wanted to do this live with her because it's an amazing, amazing, amazing experience to have someone who has been with you from the beginning to watch you work and watch your work come to fruition, and be there to support you along the way. Hey, Miss Kendra, how are you? Yes. So we're here now with um the lovely Ninja Gal. So she is going to tell us about her experience. All wagwan pan the ting and ting them. So here she is without ado. So this is the lovely Ninja Gal.
Jumbo, Jumbo.
Ah, yes. So how has things been here for you? Tell us about where you're coming from, all of that good stuff.
Comes from the great state of Georgia, and I reached here Wednesday, and I am in awe of what my sister has done. I call her daughter because I adopted her. Uh, I am in awe of what she's done, and I watch this journey step by step by step. And when you come, you will be in awe of it too. So, one woman operation. Uh, and my hat is off to her. Respect, exponential respect. Um, we are having a ball. After all these months, 3 years of back and forth with YouTube and whatnot, I meet this great, great lady, and I am so proud of her accomplishments.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, tell me about your first experiences with Tanzania. What are the things that you noticed? Because this is not your first time in Africa.
No.
Um, so tell me a little bit about where you've been before and comparatively speaking, Tanzania to where you've been before.
All right. I traveled to Ghana in 2021, and I was on a tour. It was the first time I ever went on a tour, and flew into Accra, and it was almost a 2 week tour. And as the first country visiting in Africa, Ghana just it really blew my mind. Um, Once we left Accra and started our journey, I enjoyed I enjoyed the flora and the fauna. The people were very inviting and very respectable. Um, the marketplace is an experience. An introduction to me, and the west coast of Africa. I needed to know what the other side, the east coast, the east side of Africa is like. And after watching Renee take this property from what it was as a and to help in whatever way I could. And so, as far as differences, the people here are very, as in Ghana, the people were lovely. And here, I feel, I feel at home. That's my best definition
Tanzania.
of Tanzania thus far. I'm sure I'll have a lot of other feelings. After all, it's just how many days? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, said 3 days. So, but what I have encountered so far, the drivers, the people in the markets, calm and peaceful, something that doesn't really exist for me where I live personally.
Wow. So tell us about the Exodus house.
As you see it, so it is. I was just amazed at, especially when she started furnishing the house, a style, and there's just an ambiance of paradise. All of Renee's color schemes are the colors that I love. Tropical colors, colors that make you know you're alive. Exodus House is amazing. Um, Amazing. Her vision and how she brought this vision to fruition. It's beautiful. It's roomy. You have your private area, but when you come, you're not going to want to stay inside all day. You're going to want to come.
You're gonna want to come outside, outside on the hammocks.
Yes.
You're gonna wanna be outside, right?
Definitely, definitely.
And how about that beach? Tell them about the beach.
Oh boy, what an adventure! The sand, I Jamaica sand is the best sand in the world to me. All right,
Yeah,
but
Jamaicans are very snobbish when it comes to beach.
right, but like powder, pure powder.
And it does what? It sparkles.
Glistens and sparkles.
The sand sparkles.
Yes, it does. And the sun hits it, and you see glints all
Like
over.
like diamonds. The sand sparkles.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it was so refreshing. And when your soul is at peace.
Mhm.
And I don't think I have felt more at peace anywhere else except where.
Exactly. So you can see, my love, why I came and I fell in love with it, because the flora and the fauna is very similar to Jamaica, and the bougainvillea, all of these things. It's very familiar to Jamaica. And so I love it, not just because it's familiar, but because it's Africa, you know, and to be able to tell people this is Africa. Don't be afraid of Africa. Don't be confused about Africa, because a lot have been done over the centuries to negate and take Africa down a few pegs. And so, whatever it is that I can do to show them what it really looks like here, how it feels to be here, and when you go into the hotels, they're there. The same people who are telling you don't come here. Now, what's going to happen to you?
Yes.
They're here, sipping and lounging by the pool.
Yes, and holding black babies.
Yes,
Not go off.
and relaxing, right? So, Tanzania is definitely a great choice for a vacation. And Miss Nynjah girl, she there upon vacation. She could have gone anywhere else. She could have gone to Australia. She could have gone to South Florida. She could have gone to anywhere else. She came to Tanzania. Yes. So, yes. Oh, thank you, Abweni. Yes. So, also, Lady Nynjah Gyal, she is one of our CMOS customers, and I want her to share her experiences with the CMOS. And go.
All right, I had to take some notes and make sure my information was categorized. All right. I am We're talking about 4 weeks of consuming and using the gel, the sea moss gel. The first thing I noticed was that my focus was much more clear. Um,
Mhm.
Actually, greatly improved because I kind of a little scatterbrained sometimes, and I noticed that things that I didn't want to continue, that somehow I just kept working, and that was very different. And I knew the only thing that I had done different was ingest the
The
sea
sea
moss
moss.
gel.
So it's like a ginkgo biloba, as in it helps you with the focus and the
Yes,
attention.
yes, I would
Okay.
definitely say that.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And it has a DHA in it, that sea moss, the omega 3s and the DHA. So that explains a lot
Okay.
for how it helps you with the focus.
So
Mhm.
that was about around the third week, and I can say it's very gradual. So it's not something that boom, it just happens.
Yeah,
It
you have
is
to be
very gradual.
consistent. Hmm.
And the next very important thing was the fact that I have arthritis and bursitis, and upon wakening, I'm very stiff. And so I'm a little bent over when I get out of bed and have to walk a few steps before I straighten up. Um, about week 3, I didn't even notice it until I left my bedroom and realized that I wasn't aching, I wasn't bent over. And I said, I have to take note of this. And the next morning was the same, and the next morning was the same. And so it has been since then. So the inflammation that creates the pain for me seems to have been controlled,
Yes.
uncontrolled.
Hmm.
And I noticed a change, and it was gradual. It didn't, not overnight, really, but when I recognized it, I said, I have to make note of this because it was
Oh, wow.
definitely a difference.
Wow.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right.
Bending, twisting, I do
Mm-hmm.
internal martial arts, Tai Chi and Qigong.
Yes.
And a lot of mornings I wouldn't do it because I hurt so bad.
Mm-hmm.
And because I have my Qigong teacher is on every morning at 6:30. And a lot of mornings I'm up and I want to work with him, but because of the pain. So that changed. And it changed, and I think it has changed forever.
With the CMOS.
Mhm.
Right. And so one of the other things that I keep talking to people about who are looking to purchase the CMOS is to experiment. Experiment with your skin, experiment with your hair. I use it in JoJo's hair, I use it on my skin. Don't watch me, I get a little sunburn the other day. But I use it on my skin. I eat it, I do all the different type of things with it. And so I want Nynjah Gyal, she's one of the people who took the things that I was saying seriously, and she has an army of beautiful women around her, and they too have been experimenting. So I want her to tell us her experience with the skin, the hair, the cosmetic type of thing, and what does she see as far as a commercial step with the CMOS for like hair and things like and the cosmetics that I've been talking about. Okay, all right, here we go.
Okay. I am still in my adolescence, obviously, because I get blemishes every now and then. So I decided when I mixed up my first batch of gel, I said I am going to use it on my skin. Um, so I had a couple of little pimples were trying to form on my jawline, and so I put a little extra, covered my face with it, and I put a little extra dab and rubbed it in, and went to sleep. And I wake up, do your regular thing in the morning without the back pain. Um, and I noticed
The blemishes.
they were gone. It was like it never got an
Never
opportunity
happened.
to take
To
root.
form.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
exactly. And I said, this is wonderful. Um, so from that point, I mixed it with a little bit of neem oil that I I brought from Ghana. And I said, the two of these things together should be really amazing. Now, I also have folliculitis, inflamed hair follicles. And I started using the gel. I
On your,
use the gel plain on my scalp.
hmm
And usually there is it's a real heavy tingling. It's
when you have the
almost
when you have the irritation from the
the follicular.
folliculitis
Yes, it's like an ingrown hair.
hair.
Irritates the whole scalp. And
Yeah.
as the moment I put the heat gel on it, the inflammation
Just stopped.
ceased. It just
Wow.
it calmed it
Right
down.
down.
And
Amazing.
to me, that I've been suffering it for a long time with it for a long time, and to have something that just to calm it
Calm
down,
it
nothing
down.
else did it.
Nothing else. Wow.
I tried aloe vera gel,
Mhm.
and it was okay, but it didn't give me the same
Same
immediate result.
immediate.
And
Okay.
I don't even have to use it every day.
Wow.
Then the other thing I noticed with what it did to my hair, I pulled a strand out and boing,
Boing.
it's smooth. Of course, we love the kink in our hair.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't undo the kink, but it smooths it. It
right
makes
out.
it more combable.
Mm-hmm.
My granddaughter has locks, and she, when they start to grow out, I told her take it and use it and
To
smooth
help with
down the
smooth.
regrowth.
Yeah.
And she was able to really neaten up her locks without going to the hairdresser
By
lock.
herself
Yes.
with just a sea moss gel.
Yes. Was something else. Hang on a second.
So the cement telling her from when, so the sea moss gel for cosmetics, because I have been putting it into JoJo's hair in her type 4C hair. And when I put that sea moss gel in, and I use it in my hair as well, it straightens it out as if there was some kind of relaxer in it. But and then when I turn it around in my finger, it makes a natural coil and it stays with just the sea moss. So I've been putting in different kinds of like essential oils and different things in that, and it really holds the hair for a while. So she's found her notes. So let's continue.
Okay. And so my main takeaway for skin, and I just used it on my face, my hair, and my hair. I didn't really have a need to use it anywhere else. But again, as Renee said, it is fun to experiment with. Sea moss gel, the sea moss itself is really an amazing piece of nature, and I get it's a lot of fun to wash it, soak it, and then overnight when it rehydrates, it's like
whoa, it just puffs up, right?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
It just puffs right
and
up.
it doesn't take a lot. I am not a measurement person, but I think I can say that out of 1 cup of dry sea moss, I got about 5 8 ounces
8 ounces
containers of gel.
Gel.
Yes, and that is from 1 cup.
1 cup of sea
Right.
moss.
Yes. And that's how it.
Yeah, so you get a lot of it. So you get value for money.
Yes.
Yes. If you're looking at reselling it or doing other things with it, for what we sell it for what you can make out of it is significant. Yes. And you're also looking at commercial, probably like in the future, maybe making a business with it, with the sea moss or the products.
Yes. My daughter-in-law, and I are well, once I reach back, we're going to talk about how my daughter-in-law is experimenting now. Hey, and she is focused more on hair and skin, where I think I'm more focused on. I didn't tell you about the gel shots.
No.
Okay, I forgot. All right. Okay. I make ginger beer, and I just decided I wanted to try a ginger sea
Sea
moss
moss.
gel shot.
Mm-hmm.
And so I used a tablespoon and a half of gel
Mm-hmm.
and maybe a teaspoonful of ginger beer. And
Mm-hmm.
not the carbonated one, the one.
Yeah.
And just stirred it up. It
Uh-huh.
didn't disturb the
No, no,
consistency
no.
at all.
Yeah.
The gel. And my daughter took 3 to her job, and it went over very well. And so I'm going to focus on making the actual gel,
Yes.
uh, and different flavors,
Flavors. Right.
and leave the skin and hair application.
Addition to the
My daughter-in-law
daughter-in-law.
and daughter,
Right.
yes.
So for wellness and the gel
Definitely,
shots, that would be your
definitely.
focus. Right.
And again,
Colors that is that ginger beer sea moss. So that's on our yeah, that's on our menu. It's one of the things that if you go to the Instagram, you'll see. So that's one of the things that we've been doing is that ginger sea moss and the work well together as a drink. Whereas there are other things that I notice it coagulates. Like you could never because of the acidic level of like let's say for example a sorrel. Yeah, you can't put that together. You know, so you have to watch the acidic content because sea moss is very alkaline. So you have to like work on it
yes.
and see how you get it to work together.
Definitely
Yeah.
experimentation.
Yes.
And if you like to experiment, you're going to go to work
You're with the sea moss. Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. So the thing that I think that you hit the nail on the head, like experimenting, because there's a lot that you can do and a lot that you can get from it. But yeah, but if everybody is doing the same thing, you're only going to flood the market with similar items of what other people have. And so one of the things that I'm looking to do is to manufacture processed products that is ready to use. So where I but in the finished product is really where the magic is, you know. And I see the application for sauces, skin, hair. So yeah. Oh, tell. So so I make a sea moss jam and tell them about my sea moss jam.
God, I lick my fingers. I couldn't get enough. I don't remember the flavor, and the flavor is not
It was
even
passion. Yeah, it was passion fruit and passion is a passion marmalade. It was a passion marmalade sea moss jam.
Okay.
Yes.
Some of it has to go home with me.
Yes.
Is delicious. It is delicious. It is. It is just. It almost seems like they both enhance
Each other.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
Like a synergy,
Yeah.
you know?
That's the thing about the experimenting because it's something that's never been done before that I haven't seen anyone else do before, and you have to try a little bit and see how it works and try and you keep working and working. You make a small batch and then say, okay, let me see what I could do if I do it like this. So that product has the potential to get into. There are 4 hotels that I'm talking to. One of them is a chain that has 12 other hotels in Zanzibar. So there, for a breakfast condiment, that is definitely something. But you really have to know what you're doing and how to do it. So,
It's a perfect flavor, but I love passion fruit, period.
Yeah.
And it just it hit every
note.
button.
Yeah. And when you see Jojo go in for it, So I if you follow me, we'll eat off the whole thing. So I make it and I put it down, and it's one of the things that I take with me as samples, because where I see the market and the opportunity is in the manufacturing, it's in the finished product. It's not going to really do much for us if we hit the market with doing what everyone else is doing, because you can spend a lot of money in marketing and preparation and everything only to not have the same kind of movement. So where the industry is going, as far as I see, where the heating up is happening, is in the finished goods, and we have an opportunity because we have the material to make those things. So I have been experimenting from here to jam, and that's what I love about it. It's a very universal product. Hi DC, how are you? Big up yourself. Thank you. Yes, so I'm going to let Mama's Ninja Gal continue telling us about her experience with the CMOS. And what I love also is there's so many things. If you're in marketing, if you've ever taken any kind of marketing course or whatever, you can see the different avenues where you can fit in, because marketing is not about, okay, I have something for everybody. Marketing is finding specific niche, and this product, it niches into the $8 billion black hair industry. It niches into that 151 billion US dollar healthcare supplement industry. It niches into a variety of different places. And if you decide that, okay, I'm going to get this CMOS and I'm going to create products with the CMOS, you have an opportunity, but you need to have the drive and the vision and the research. So I'm happy that she has the people around her to say, okay, I'll do hair, you do this, and yeah, okay, continue.
Edibles.
Edibles. I
I
like
didn't say
it.
that.
Yes, edible CMOS products.
Um, it's important to know that those of you who are watching now, support the sister. You have to support her. You, the pictures, the photos, the videos. You're not gonna get the whole picture. You have to come.
Mm-hmm.
Save your money. Book your trip. In the meantime, buy some sea moss.
Thank you.
Buy it from the East Africa
Seaweed
Company.
Yes.
Um, Mwani,
Mama.
Mwani
The
Mama.
Money Mama brand.
Yes,
And
Mwani Mama brand from the East Africa Seaweed Company.
And this is something also that she's interested in doing, is running with the brand, because the brand is very important. The logo is beautiful, and you can do a lot of things with that logo. And I made the mermaid's hair African texture, so you know what you're getting. So you can turn that in any which way. You can put her on a hair care product, and you can put her on food. Yes.
And when you see Miss Renee Moneymaker, listen to what she said. She's an old soul. She's been here before. Um, she is transparent. She is honest. She's straightforward, and she's not gonna lead you astray. Um, I put my faith in her because I watched her with her little baby, 4-year-old baby, when she reached this property.
Thank you so much.
And to today, and I meet Princess Jojo. She's a real warrior. And so we have to get behind her. We call ourselves diasporans. We must get behind her. This is a Garvey daughter here.
Yes, ma'am.
And in order, we must continue to support our own. And you can afford some senior. You can buy it. Mm-hmm. So we would like to see the orders coming in. And I'm not getting paid for this message.
No, and I genuinely appreciate the message, because I didn't know she was gonna say all of that. But the thing about me is, I'll tell it, good, bad, and ugly, but I'll tell it. And I think it's important to tell it, because let people make their own decisions, right? Make people have their own thinking and their own reasoning. but I am going to put the cards on the table. This is the reality of the situation. Whether it's going well or going down the hill, or we're doing, everything is doing fantastic, I'm going to tell it, because I know that people have two important things that they need. One is inspiration. Human beings without it cannot survive. Without inspiration, you do not have creativity. You cannot create, you cannot make anything. So you need inspiration sometimes, and this is what drives the media industry, the movie industry, because they know people need the stories, they need the experience, they need these things to spark. And what I'm doing here is sparking your inspiration, but also I'm placemaking. I'm holding your spot in the line. I'm holding a place in the line, because I know that you do not build a community, a nation, anything without, togetherness, right? And so I try to live myself in a way that we have this community, that we have this, but we need to have that spirit of unity. Okay, we have to have that umoja, as Mama said. We have to have that umoja in our spirit and in our souls. Okay, and you cannot look at, oh, this one got all of this and this one I got all of that. Blah, 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 blah. You have to be looking about how we can use what we have to make the kind of world that we want. It's not going to appear. Okay, we can't watch how them get on and how this one gets on and this one, and they're robbing and they're stealing Africa and the Chinese are coming to Africa and all of that stuff. You can't put that type of thing in your head. Okay, I am here, and that I am here, I think I have done enough to demonstrate what kind of person I am and what kind of work needs to be done and what needs to happen. But I am only one person. And so I'm looking for more of you who are looking to come. Make your bookings for the Exodus House. Purchase some CMOS. Experiment with the CMOS. I am telling you this because it is other people. When I said the ethnic hair industry is an $8 billion industry, it is not staying in our community. That $8 billion is going back out at night. It is going to China. It's going to the other people who are backing things and investing in things and researching in things. So at the very basic level of getting our raw material and making stuff with it and being in command of our own industry. If you get some CMOS and you work on it and you make your own shampoo and your own conditioner, you have your social circle that you can start distributing and sell it on amongst your own. And if you know how to market and if you know how to grow a business, eventually you can scale in time, right? So I strongly suggest for those of you who are looking at the CMOS, I am still looking for CMOS shipping partners. We are looking for distribution agents and distribution relationships all across the world. We have opportunities. What I'm saying to you, listen to me very carefully. It is the Caribbean people, the African American people, and the African people who this is our product. We are the ones who are growing it, we're the ones who are using it, and we're the ones who have had it historically. So we are not in the position to allow other people to also have command of this industry, how they have of the medical marijuana industry, how they have of the other important industries that we have no say in but to go and work at their 9 to 5 job, and when they tell us to go home, we go. We need to have some kind of stake into something that is inherently ours. African Tanzanian grown sea moss from our Tanzanian farmers, processed through a Tanzanian company and a Tanzanian exporter, or African American, or Caribbean, however you want to call me and style me, exporter, right, into the hands of African American people, and Caribbean people who can take it and run with it. We're still looking for partners to do that with us. Let me go ahead and put my email in here before I forget. So while I'm doing that, I know Miss Nynjah Gyal, I think of something else. So the email address is in the description of this video, but I'm also going to have it added here. Right, make your reservations for the Exodus House, please. It is by invitation only. There is no website for it because I am looking for the people who are here for real relationships and real partnerships. So it's by invitation only. Email me, communicate with me so I can know who you are and know what you're about, and we can work with you for whatever it is that your goals are. Okay, I think you're ready again. Right?
Right.
You're just writing. So now look on the beautiful setting on the coconut trees. In the meantime, okay? And so Jojo there. Wow. Okay, that was like way. So yes, ma'am.
Well, I was just thinking, anybody that is in a partner, you can set up a separate partner
Yes, that partner.
and
So she talk about. So.
and come together and purchase a bulk of seaweed and sea moss and have it shipped and share the
Yes.
expense so the whole expense doesn't
Yeah.
fall on one person.
One person.
And then work together.
Yes, a CMOS partner.
Yes, why not?
Because you're gonna make a lot of money together. And the marketing, just like how you have one person working on this, one person working on that. The CMOS, the species of CMOS that we have, right, is a very important CMOS on the ingredients industry. It is in cheese, milk, toothpaste, shampoo, you name it, okay? But it is just the base of the ingredient. What you actually need is you're going to need chemicals, you're going to need certain things, you're going to need equipment, you're going to need certain packaging, bottling, and all that stuff. And I want to start focusing more on this. And unfortunately, the restaurant has taken up a lot of my time away from this that I think is so important and is so revolutionary and so valuable to Tanzanians and us in the diaspora who are looking for opportunities to invest in. And I think that is the more really where my value is as far as marketing and business development. And I really want to get down to the time where I can say, okay, we have groups, we have meetings, we have workbooks that I can teach people what to do and how to do it and get the marketing and the labeling and the packaging and all of this type of stuff that I could arrange it properly. But honestly, it is resources. I am not in the financial position to hire someone else to take over other things for me. I'm not in the position to do other things because there's only so much that I can do. But if we really want this CMOS thing to go where I know it can go, as far as into the hands of the innovative people. American people are really innovative. American people are creative. American people have knowledge. They have access to information that they don't even realize is valuable and useful. And so I want to get it into the hands of those people who and I realize it's not enough to say by Masimos. I think people need to be guided the tentacles to the processing. You're like, wow, you get more confident.
So
It's very pretty.
purple sea moss is beautiful to look at and play with it.
Yeah.
But when we're talking about health and wellness, um, I feel that this could do a lot, more than we even know. And I'm going to continue to chronicle my
My
experience with
experiences.
it so that I have actual proof.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe the next time, you see me, I will have, since I have all of this increased energy, maybe I'll lose a few pounds. But I am so glad that
But it's good for weight loss. I didn't mean to cut you. Continue.
you did say
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
because of the natural gelatin in the sea moss, it keeps your stomach, it keeps you fuller for longer. So it is naturally a great weight loss tool.
And finally, we really don't get anywhere if we don't take chances.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't feel like I was taking a big risk coming here because I know what I saw.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew the person who was talking to me in those videos. I think I realized what she was about from the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I'm here now.
Yeah.
And I'm here for
Yes.
a while.
A while. And it's a very important thing that you've done because equally as how people look at like what I've done and say, oh, that's so important and that was brave of you. But it's also important that what you've done, that you bought your ticket, you went into your bank account, you paid your money, you took the time away from your family, away from other people, and you've come here. And that means a lot. It means a lot to me. Every single time I see someone come, it means a lot to me because it gives me a pickup that
Yes.
keep going. There are obstacles, keep going. And so I genuinely appreciate those of you who come and those of you who are coming, and who are coming and standing firm behind me and beside me and, knocking me upside the head and talk about give up. What you mean, give up? Get up,
No,
get up.
not in our DNA.
Yes, yes. Keep going, keep fighting, Renee.
Right.
Yes,
That's right.
yeah.
Having cheerleaders in section.
Yes, yes, it's very important.
So all of you out there in YouTube land,
Mm-hmm.
we need your support.
Yeah.
We really do. Get behind someone who has proven themselves. Because as far as I'm concerned, she has proven herself over the last 3 years. And anybody have any doubts, the only way to dispel your doubts is to come
To
and see.
come, yeah,
So
that's true.
I know, as a guest, I'm inviting you to come to Exodus House and meet Mama Jojo. She is
For real.
sweet and lovable and brilliant and so entertaining and so knowledgeable. And it's just 3 days that
Yeah.
we are here in each other's presence. And I am more amazed at her than I was over the 3 years that I have watched her on YouTube. And so with that, I'm going to sign off and I send you love.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so very much. No, me never know. She should have said all of that. I want that. I want that. I want that punch. I want that to sell one of the window them for PR for that hug because that was a beautiful, beautiful plug. But in all honesty, right? I'm a mother, and I have to be as straight as I possibly can. In Jamaica, we have our thinking about our children and our future. There's some people who only think for now. I think about the future. How is she going to grow up and what kind of person will she be? And so I'm going to try to be the best I possibly can to give her a track, a track to follow, right? This not means that sometimes the apple cart don't turn over, but it's important to get back on the horse. And I have important people who have, they have partnered with me to get this CMOS going, but we need more. We need more people involved so that we can do this together as a group. It is expensive. The cost of paperwork is expensive. The cost of things are expensive, but the end goal is there. And I think what I need is workshops, right? I need the
Yes.
workshops. I think the workshops are very important, to like share, like, okay, this is what you need if you're going to make a shower gel. This is what you need to do if you're going to make a hair wash. This is what you're going to need if you're going to do a conditioner. You're going to need this,
Yes.
and this, and get people together, so that we can get that information out there. But it takes time to do something like that. And I've been on this like really, really, really fast treadmill, going through the construction with the restaurant, knocking down things, building up walls, building septic tank, build this, build that, getting the vision and the ideas and giving it to others to carry out and delegating duties, and then immediately jumping into the cooking and the serving and the cooking and the serving and the supervising. And the thing that is the most valuable to me is the CMOS, right? It's not enough that, okay, me, all right. But I am thinking about that mom in her kitchen and the mother with her kids who say, okay, all I have is this amount of money. What can I do with it? I don't want to lose this money just spending, spending, spending. I want to use this money to do something, right? That woman in her kitchen, all she needs is a blender, don't it? You don't need nothing else, no whole heap of equipment, no whole heap of nothing. All you need is a blender. And that is why I keep saying it's very important for women, people who are at home, to get involved in this, because it can be a turnkey if you know what to do, right? But unfortunately, a lot of people don't know what to do. So I need the support to be able to get the staff and pay some of the things that need to be done in order to put things out there the way it needs to be done properly, right? And when you're running a restaurant, it is like having a baby, a very hungry baby all the time. All the money that comes in goes back out into, food and labor and security and utilities and transportation and all of this stuff. So I have gone to now only deliveries because I need to pare that back so I can focus on what is important. So having people like Miss Nynjah Gyal come and see for herself firsthand and see how things actually work and how we can restructure and reposition things to get back on track with that CMOS, because that's where my heart is. It's definitely a power product. And if you get this in your hands and you're an experimental person, go into any supermarket or any hair care, take up a bottle of thing that then selling for $16, because no one lick of something a hair gel, 16 almost $20 for a lick of something a hair gel, right? And you read all of the ingredients. You're going to write them down, research them, look at them, and see what is there. And a lot of these products, they have this CMOS gel in there, but they're not that clear, so you know exactly what's in it. So if you're a person, let's say for example, this Ninja girl, she says she have an issue with her skin, right? She's not the only person. And if you Google, right, the skincare, acne industry, they're making buku money, billions of dollars. I'm not telling you that you're going to make billions of dollars overnight. What I'm saying is, if you can position yourself, the market is there. But a lot of people don't know what to do or how to do what they need to do. So I need to get back on my horse. I need to get back on my CMOS. Unfortunately, the restaurant is it takes up took up so much of my time that I need to get back on the thing that I think that is most important. I know that if I stay right here in Tanzania and I work my blenders with the CMOS, I can make a lot of money just working the blenders and making my jams and making the hair care and making the skincare. It can be done, but that's not what I want. I want to see us get behind this industry and take ownership of this thing, because trust and believe they're coming. and turning around and selling it back to you, and then you complain, oh, there's no the black dollar gets bouncing out of the community. You got to get behind this. You got to get behind it. This is our stuff. Okay? All right, so go ahead and send me an email. Please put in your orders for the CMOS. That is number one. Number two, my CMOS, what makes a difference is we work with the farmers in the southern coastal districts. We work directly with them. We're not a middleman. We're not necessarily working on exploitation. We're not doing certain things that they're swimming, right? Yeah. So we're not doing certain things that leaves the farmers behind. We are signatories to the United Nations Social Development Goals. We're partners with the World Wildlife Fund, Seaweed Development Group. This is why you see me everywhere with, different government officials, because we are recognized for the kind of work that I have been doing. And so that is important. Those things are necessary and important. The sourcing is important. Quality is important, right? And I want nothing but the best for my people. That's why I built the house the way I built it, because this is for you, right? Somebody say, hi, Mommy Water. This is for you. Hi, Mommy Water. I hope you're enjoying TZ. That's you or you. Them call Mommy Water.
Oh, who is that from?
Mommy Water. They know you. They know you very well.
That's my
Yes.
daughter-in-law.
Yes. She said hi. Hey. Yes. So there you go. Yes. So there it is. Right? Make your all reservations. Come purchase a CMOS. Communicate with me. Let's get the show on the road. Still looking for partners. We need facilities. If I'm going into processing, we need facilities. We need people. We need equipment. We need packaging. We need all this kind of stuff, right? So, y'all, I think my position in this place is exactly where I am. Exactly where I am. I am the producer, the processor, and the exporter. That's the position I want to maintain. Okay? The position that I want y'all to maintain is in the processing, right? The big buyers, let me tell you how it works. So the big buyers, so remember I was saying it's in conditioner, it's in hair gel. So what happens is the big buyers, they come and they buy it for the cheapest price they possibly can. And they will never buy it from us, a company that would like to see fair trade for the farmers. What they do is they take it back and they process it and they resell it to the ingredients industry. So they will not purchase it from us. And what they do, they have these stipulations that if they purchase from us, they have up to 90 days to give us the money. We also have to pay for our own shipping because they don't have agents on mainland Tanzania. So that is not feasible for any kind of business operations. That means you have to wait for 4 months of the year to get paid to operate your business. That does not work. So what they have done is create a monopoly, how they did on sugar, on coffee, on cocoa. And unless we start to rein it in, when I say we, I mean us collectively as a people, to start reining it in and say, we are going to make sure that we have our processing, that we have our own thing with this concern, because this includes African women. This includes African people. So, notes, your notes have taken flight. Yeah, you understand? We're at the same for coffee and the same for cocoa. Okay? So I'm staying in my lane. I am not saying, Lord, the sea moss is so hard to manage. And it's very difficult. It's not an easy industry. It really isn't, because there is a lot of logistics involved, right? But I really genuinely think that I was positioned in this particular industry. How odd is it? Me, I had a brain tumor in 2013, went back to Jamaica and ate the sea moss cured. Me had fertility issues. Went back to Jamaica, had the CMOS. So the baby there. So I turned around and used don't you dare get away from there. And I used it as her baby food. Okay? So I have my own baby formula, right? So even that alone, if you said you're focusing on making baby formula, getting the certifications, the documentation, those of you who have medical experience in your background, doing the research and the analysis and getting that type of thing going. I mean, it can go many different ways. So there are many products, and me know me give away the whole of my secret them and me talk the things them, but I am so confident in the product. I'm telling you the truth. So you are the one who have to use your spirit of discernment to realize that this is not for entertainment. This is for reality. So you're going to remember this conversation. Go and look how much is the baby formula industry and help please. And then look at all of the things that are in that baby food. I couldn't give Jojo baby anything out of a can or anything out of a bottle. And one time, one of my relatives took fast and gave her baby formula when I traveled to Dubai, and my baby rush up, and I couldn't. My baby rush up, and I said no. So there are specific things that you have to really focus on. So you can focus on the baby, you can focus on skin, you can focus on hair and things like that. I have my own thing that I have like, okay, this one, and that one that me want to do. I have one specific product that I say, okay, this is the one that I Renee want to do. But y'all email me, communicate with me. You've heard from a visitor. She's never been here to Tanzania before. She comes, she see for herself. She have our own discernment, and we genuinely do need people to work with us and support us, right? We cannot do it by myself, really and truly can't. Okay, so I really want to get back onto the CMOS thing, but I have my way. I really don't want to do the Me Too CMOS. I really don't want to do the raw material and shipping the raw material that everybody else is doing. What I want is people to either do the manufacturing there, or we do, small scale manufacturing here. But for that, we need facilities. We need this, we need that, right? So that's what I got today. Y'all go ahead and email me, buy some CMOS, book the Exodus house. Some people might call it the CMOS house, but it's the Exodus house, always gonna be. Okay? All right, love y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Hello. Bye-bye. Wait, no. Bye. Wrap up. Bye.